Hello viewers, welcome to Science TV Prime News with me Catherine Dinda, and that is my sign name and my sign language interpreter doing the voicing Irene Chebut. Let's focus on our news. Kenya has confirmed its readiness to host the 24th Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, Comesa, Heads of State and Government Summit on October 9th at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC in Nairobi. This week-long event will kick off with a business forum and a meeting of foreign ministers, bringing together key policymakers, investors, and regional leaders to discuss trade and integration priorities within the bloc. During the summit, President William Samoei Ruto will formally assume the chairmanship of Comesa, positioning Kenya at the forefront of steering the regional body's agenda on economic growth, trade, and cooperation among member states.
The current chairperson of the Comesa is Burundi, but in this meeting that is now transferring to Kenya, and President William Ruto will now be the chairperson of Comesa.
We have seen some of the adjustments that needed to be done. There is additional water provision through boreholes, there is painting, and I want to assure Waziri Trade that the venue is very well planned and all plans are in order.
It's quite a significant milestone and quite a significant event. It will be hosted by the Ministry of Trade, but of course within a venue that is under the purview of the Minister for Wildlife and Tourism, and of course embraced by the entire nation.
Kenya's tourism sector is set for a major boost, with the World Travel and Tourism Council WTTC projecting that it will inject at least 1.2 trillion into the country's economy in 2025. The forecast also anticipates the creation of 1.7 million jobs, representing more than 8% of national employment. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, while citing the report, said the figures demonstrate the resilience and potential of Kenya's travel and tourism industry, which has been recovering steadily after the COVID-19 pandemic. He noted that the sector will remain a key driver of economic growth and foreign exchange earnings. The WTTC further predicts that by 2035, tourism's contribution could reach 1.8 trillion shillings, with job opportunities rising to over 2.2 million. This comes as the government continues to expand investment in infrastructure, marketing, and security in top destinations to ensure Kenya remains a competitive global tourism hub. On to our other news. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has announced the launch of a special security operation targeting criminal gangs operating in Nairobi's Central Business District and surrounding estates. The operation will be spearheaded by different security agencies working together to restore order and assure residents of safety. Speaking during a security forum in Nairobi County, Murkomen emphasized that the government is determined to deal firmly with crime while at the same time addressing the root causes of insecurity. He revealed that various projects will soon be rolled out to provide employment opportunities for young people and to support the growth of the sports sector. The CS added that investment in sports and youth empowerment will help nurture talent and steer many away from crime. The forum, attended by local leaders, security officials, and stakeholders, is ongoing at the Government University in Kabete.
Work with Treasury, we moved in the first instance to 650 liters a month as we work out how to cover the most popular areas in our country. Here, there is a shortage of police officers in many parts of the country, and Tijuana Usalama, as they raised, initially we wanted to employ 3,500 police officers to recruit. But because of that, we requested His Excellency the President to work to bring us together with Treasury, and it was agreed that we hire 10,000 police officers that we are recruiting from tomorrow. So from tomorrow there will be a recruitment process. I'm aware, of course, that there was a legal process in court, and one of the judges has given an order to stop the recruitment process. I believe that that will be sorted. I wish I would call the judge directly. I wish I would be allowed to call the judge directly to understand the consequence of a court order stopping recruitment of police that has never happened for the last 4 years, and how it is very critical for the safety of our country to recruit those police officers urgently, not just because of anything else, to secure our borders, because there are many police officers who have retired, some have passed on, and we need to replace and to bring energetic police officers who will be trained on time to really help us support the next elections. So I hope that the judge will watch my speech so that I don't need to call her, and will apply reason to make sure that that process is opened very quickly to ensure that our country can recruit the police officers we need so badly as a country. And I'm sure that our situation will be resolved in that issue.
Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has urged private hospital owners to engage the Ministry of Health through formal channels in addressing challenges affecting the sector, particularly issues surrounding payments from the Social Health Authority, SHA. Speaking during a meeting that brought together private health facility owners and senior ministry officials, Duale criticized the Rural Private Hospital Association, RUFA, for raising grievances through the media before seeking solutions through established frameworks. The CS emphasized that constructive dialogue between stakeholders and the government is the best way to resolve disputes, noting that his ministry remains open to discussions aimed at strengthening collaboration and improving healthcare delivery across the country.
At the end of the day, those four triangles, those 4 points of the pivot that make UHC, are we actually satisfying them? Therefore, I'm coming in today to say, today I want to listen, we want to listen, we want to hear what is not working, and we want to hear solutions as well. What are the things you're seeing that we can tweak?
Indeed, we cannot be able to talk about the increased life expectancy, the reduced mortality from HIV/AIDS, the improved immunization coverage, all those indicators, the under 5 mortality that has improved, the infant mortality rate, and all those good things that have happened. You have played a critical role in those indicators pointing towards an upward trajectory.
So the question I'll ask you is, as you discuss with us the operational issues, let us step up our mindset to our contribution to achieving this agenda.
Nobody will be discriminated, will be treated unfairly, because you people you have done investment. You have borrowed from banks. As you do your part of the bargain, Mercy must do her part of the bargain for the business to run and for Kenyans to get that health access. But if you people go and address us through the TV, first we will not respond to you, because you have an individual contract with SHA. So how do you address a contractual obligation through social media?
Moving on, beach operators along the coastline from Nyali to Serena in Mombasa County have staged demonstrations against the Kenya Wildlife Service KWS over the recent increase in marine park entry fees. The protesters argue that the new rates will cripple the tourism industry, which is still recovering from past downturns. According to them, entry fees for Kenyan citizens have shot up to 130 to 500 shillings per person, while charges for non-residents have risen from $18 to $25. The operators say the steep hikes risk discouraging both local and international tourists from visiting marine attractions and are calling on KWS to review the decision in consultation with stakeholders in the tourism sector.
From 130 shillings for a Kenyan all the way to 500 Kenya shillings. Iyo ni percentage gani? That's a very crazy percentage. We non-residents have been paying $18. They have been complaining already with the 18. Yes. I have a big number of clients who said, I cannot go. Why do you take 1,000 shillings and you are giving me the services and the KWS is taking $25? Now it's gone to $25.
Wao wanaongeza fee, tutapata wapi wageni? Wanavunja kazi, wanavunja wageni, hatutapata lolote. So sisi tunapigania haki yetu bana.
Tumeongea, mmekuja mmeongeza ada, imekuwa juu, mmeongeza hata rates za boats peke yake. Hawa wananchi hawana kazi wanafanya kwa sasa. Hawa wananchi wako tu hapa, hakuna kitu wanafanya. Sasa hivi wamegoma, hawana mahali pa kwenda pengine.
Akiondosha kabisa, alafu tuanze tena upya. Manake wenzetu wa South Coast kule paka dakika hii hakuna paki kwa sababu wanakataa kwa unyanyaso huu mnaotunyanyasa sisi. Ni picha hii mnayoonyesha kwa wenzetu pale vile mnatunyanyasa, hakuna mahali yoyote tunaweza advise watu wakubali iwekwe paki. Manake baada ya kuingia tu nyinyi mnabadilika.
Izavu imeanza kutoka hapa kwenda paka Nyali. Saa hizi watu wa Nyali wako hapa. Kule Nyali wameka paki yao ya magendo. Wanalipisha mgeni yavua hapa, mvuvi na mgeni yogele hapa. Ile ni haki.
On to our final news. As the world marked International Coffee Day, coffee farmers and cooperative leaders in Kirinyaga County voiced strong opposition to the new direct settlement system, DSS, for coffee payments. 15 chairpersons of coffee cooperative societies criticized the government's move, saying they were never consulted before the rollout of the new system. They argued that farmers' views and input on coffee trade and payment structures were overlooked, leaving them sidelined in critical decision-making. The leaders insist that the DSS undermines the traditional cooperative system and risks creating uncertainty in coffee earnings. They are calling on the government to review the law and engage all stakeholders before enforcing changes that could impact thousands of farmers in the county.
Mwaka uliopita tuliweza kupata bilioni 7.2 za proteins za kahawa, na mwaka hii bado tunatarajia soko ikienda venye iko tunaweza atapata zaidi ya hiyo.
Kenyatta County, we are the second largest producer of coffee in this particular country. We are also the only county that produces the specialty coffee. It's our coffee that is usually used to blend other coffees for the other coffee for their counties. So we are saying that we have what it takes to improve the lives of our people by aggregating together, by ensuring that everything that pertains to the coffee in this particular county is in the same place.
Tunasherehekea siku ya dunia ya kahawa, na tulikuwa tunashukuru Mungu kwa ile steps tumeenda so far, na tulikuwa tunabariki miusa hapa, na tulikuwa tunaungana na wahusika tukisema ni vizuri tuendelee kushirikiana pamoja na kuendelea mbele pamoja kama wakulima wa kahawa na wahusika wengine. Na tunasema Kirinyaga tumebarikiwa, tuko na hii mill. Hapo bereni kahawa yetu tulikuwa tunapeleka nje, lakini sasa ni hapa Kirinyaga, kila kitu ni Kirinyaga, na hatujafika, tutaendelea.